2024 is finally over with. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, oh 12, that was Candace. Calm with complexion, body like heaven, and she was a dancer. Capricorn or Aquarius, but she remind me of a Cancer. She called, I would answer. Late night phone session with the camera. She tryna make a movie on the plasma. She moving like a pro, no amateur. Sex drive, got stamina. She would ask, could I handle her? Then I'm a damager. You in need of a manager.
Hey Rose Petals and Rose Fellows, Happy New Year! It's Candace Rose and welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe and share and do all that good stuff. For all my ride or dies, welcome back to my channel. For all of my new people, welcome to my channel. I hope you love it here, just like the rest. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a 2024 recap. I do one of these videos almost every year. I think I may have skipped a year or two. But for the most part, I do one of these videos every single year just to give y'all like a life update on what happened in the previous year. So 2024 is finally over and we are now in 2025. Happy New Year. When do y'all stop saying Happy New Year? I stopped saying it in a week. I give y'all 5 business days, 5 to 7 business days, and I'm done saying Happy New Year. We in that 5 to 7 day window. So yeah, in a couple of days, we wrapping up the Happy New Year's. I'm just going to be giving y'all a year's recap on everything from finances, relationships, friendships, mental health, self-care, all that stuff. At the end of 2023, beginning of 2024, I spent my New Year's in Miami. Met 2 new girls. We still friends to this day. Actually, our friendsversary just passed on the 30th or the 31st. No, the 30th. Yeah, so I did end up meeting 2 friends towards the end of 2023, and we are all still friends to this day. We're like in a little friends group. So it's a 4-person friends group and we call each other In Vogue. So hey y'all, when I got back, the beginning of the year was okay. It was just okay. Finance wise, the money definitely wasn't money in. I was working at a draw site and I also had a part-time job that I absolutely hated. I love the job title itself, but I just did not like the account that I had. So I want to say, and when did I quit this job? I just up and quit. I think I quit the job in January. If I didn't quit in January, I quit very close to January, like in December, like the last couple of days in December. So I still had my one primary job and the money just wasn't money in. Even though I was working for a big company in Ohio, I just wasn't bringing home a lot of money. Like it was just basically that job was just for bragging rights and bragging rights only. And we had a lot of perks. So in the middle of March, I made the conscious decision to still stay in the company but switch job titles, switch positions, and that was to service nursing home facilities, long-term care facilities. And I was doing that and the money definitely doubled. We got bought out. We went to a competitor, I guess, and I absolutely hated it. So once I started making money in the middle of March, then things started looking up as far as getting my finances and stuff together. I definitely was able to pay off a lot of things, but at the same time, I was getting garnished for a car that I had years ago. It was a new car, but I had this car years ago. Like I've been got rid of the car. So after that garnishment, and after that was all paid off, I was able to really see my money and see where it was going. I was able to catch up on a lot of things and also start saving money as well. So in the process of saving money and in the process of just trying to find my footing in this new position after we got bought out, I just felt very uneasy and I felt like I didn't have job security. So I ended up leaving the job that I was at and I took on another job in December. No, I got hired in December and I'm currently working at this job now, doing the same thing, servicing long-term care facilities where I go in, I draw blood and process it and all that other stuff. But I definitely know like that this is just not my end all to be all. It's given AHA Junior and I really don't like that too much. I'm definitely grateful and happy that God has blessed me with this job, but I'm giving it 6 months. Like with all the drive and determination, I'm giving it 6 months. And I'm going to make another transition. Yeah, so as far as like my friendships and my relationships in 2024, I had to question a lot of friendships. I'm sorry, I had to question a lot of long term. I'm talking about 20 plus, almost 30, almost 30-year friendships with a couple of people. And I just feel like if it makes me feel uncomfortable, then I can't, I'm going to remove myself. And unfortunately, like I'm going to always protect my peace. A lot of people say I'm protecting my peace, I'm protecting my peace, but they really don't protect their peace. I am protecting my peace. I'm not going out my way to kiss nobody's ass in order to maintain a friendship with somebody who is acting weird or people who are acting weird. I don't have time for it. I have bigger fish to fry. If you want to detach, that's fine with me. You go ahead and detach. I'm not chasing nobody. And I feel like I did have to definitely question a couple of friendships in 2024. But I also gained new friendships. And I feel like the friendships that I gained in 2024 are like, they're like the friends that I did not ask for, but the friends that I definitely needed. And it felt like, i.e., the girls that I met in Miami, it felt like I've been friends with them for so long. Like, it's just like instant. Like, it was like an instant attraction. Like, it was like we instantly clicked. And we've been friends ever since. It's just all about the support. It's all about the support level. It does not matter if you've been friends with somebody for 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years. If they are not a good friend, they just ain't a good friend. And I feel like you just need to just cut ties with them friends sometimes. So that's that. I feel like in 2024 I lost a couple more friends and I gained really really wholesome friendships. And one thing about like these friendships that I had, like I've had friendships that I've had in the double digits. I just had to cut them off. If I catch wind that you talking about me, and not only talking about me, but if you talking about somebody else that's in our friend group, baby, you got cut off. It was an instance where I was friends with a certain person for a very, very long time, like when I first moved to Columbus. And just seeing how this person moves and seeing how this person talked about other people, I made the conscious decision to not only stop going over to this person's house, but to cut all ties and cut all friendships. Like I literally went into my Instagram and just started blocking people. I had to start blocking people because I felt like it was interrupting my spirit. It was not making me feel good. And the people that I was friends with when I first met them, they're still doing the exact same thing that they're doing right now. And I had to cut them before the new year started. They got cut the fuck off because if you out here kicking it, getting drunk all the time, partying, if you was doing that 10, 15, 20 plus years when I first met you and you still doing that now in your 40s, baby, I cannot be your friend no more because I'm trying to go to new heights and new levels. There's no way that I can grow if I'm still hanging out with people that's still doing the same exact thing that they was doing 10 plus years ago. I cannot be your friend. I'll say what's up to you. I'll say hi to you, but I ain't coming over your house. I'm not kicking it with you. I'm not partying with you. Like, I want to surround myself with people who are accomplished. I want to surround myself around millionaires. Even though I'm not a millionaire right now, I want to surround myself around millionaires. I want to surround myself around positive people that's, even if you not where you want to be, but if you got the drive, determination, and you trying to make those strides to be where you want to be, then you can be my friend. But all the people that's still doing the same thing that they was doing 10 plus years ago, I'm sorry, I had to cut that relationship. We not friends no more. We just acquaintances. You know me, I know you. We cool. But that's it. As far as my relationship is concerned, my relationship is just that. Like, I just don't, I just feel like relationships are just not for me. And I feel like at this point, like, I'm just done with relationships. Like, I'm done. Long distance might be my thing. At this point, I just feel like relationships is just not for me. I really need to focus on myself. I need to hone in on myself, and it'll come eventually when I'm not expecting it. I know I have said this previously, but I'm really, really, really focused on me. And not only am I focused on me, but I'm also focused on the relationship that I have with God. I have to strengthen my relationship with God. I saw this meme on Instagram actually this morning, and it was an old tweet from my cousin Nipsey Hussle. It was saying, like, gotta get right with God first, then me, then I can fuck with you, or something like that. So that's just how I feel in that order. Like, I feel like I need to grow and strengthen my relationship with God first, and then focus on me, and then I can fuck with you, like whoever you may be. I just need to lock in on me. Relationships is not my thing right now. I feel like I'm very bitter when it comes to relationships. I feel like my spirit of discernment is off. I feel like men just want to experience me. I feel like when it comes to dating, like, I feel like I'm good enough to hook up with, but I'm not good enough for you to love me. I'm just on my relationship with God and me right now. Let's talk about my family. I know that in the past I have shared with you guys about my family problems, my family issues, the big fallout, all of that, and everything that led up to this big fallout. So I am happy to say in 2024, I have mended all relationships with the people that I wanted to mend the relationships with. I mended all the relationships with the people in my family. Like, if I can talk about the negative stuff that happened, I could definitely talk about the positive that had happened. Actually, I spent my 40th birthday with my cousin out of town, and I had such a good time, and it just felt so good to be around her. I don't know why I'm about to cry. It just felt so good just being around her. Something shifted in us, that break of us not talking and those years of us not talking, something shifted in her, and she became super humble. Like, she became a very, very humble person. Like, I can even see it in her face, in the way that she carries herself. Something shifted for the positive. So everyone else, like my other cousin, my aunt, my grandmother, we have definitely mended our relationship. And it's just the whole fact of just getting to know each other again. Obviously, I do have trust issues, but I'm trying to work through those. But at the end of the day, I'm very, very happy to say that we have mended our relationships in 2024. It's on the up and up from here. Me and my sister, we are talking a little bit more. We didn't have a beef, we just didn't talk because she lived so far, and I really didn't talk to her a lot. She had her own things going on. I'm not about to tell my sister's business, but she had her own things going on where she was living at. And, obviously, I was trying to stay afloat, and I was trying to get myself together, get my act together. So I think we kind of like grew apart. Now I'm able to have easier access to her and my nieces and nephew, and I'm so happy because I spent Christmas with them and I had such a time. Like, my nieces and nephew definitely put some youth into me. I also feel like an auntie. Like, I feel like now I am a real auntie. And I just can't wait to just grow our relationship. So I'm real excited about that. 2024, I did a lot of traveling. I think I went on about 5 trips. If we're counting Miami, then I went on 5 trips. I went to Miami, then I turned around and met up with In Vogue in New York. Then I went to Dallas. I went to Houston, and then I went to Mexico. Out of all of the trips that I went on last year, I think Mexico was probably the best trip that I ever went on, like, ever. It's like my top three. I really like that trip just for the simple fact that the itinerary wasn't super strict and it wasn't airtight. If you wanted to do things, you could. If you didn't, if you just wanted to hang out in the resort, like, the birthday girl was not upset about it. She wasn't making anybody do anything that they didn't want to do, or if they was just too tired to do. The group that I went with, the best group. I can adapt around a lot of people. I can adapt in a lot of environments, But that group that I went on that trip with, the best freaking group ever. Like, if we could all do it again, I would. So yeah, so that was the best. That was the best trip that I ever went on in my life. Definitely my top three. But in 2024, Cancun was the best trip that I went on. Now I do plan on taking more trips again this year. Well, first of all, let me say this. I think that the Cancun trip was the best in my opinion is because one, the itinerary, two, the host, and three, we had so much time to get prepared for it. Like, we literally had a whole year to get prepared for this trip. A lot of times I was taking these trips is because I didn't want a lot of people mad at me. There were most of the times when I was going on these trips financially, I could not do it. I just wanted to go just for one to kind of get a break out of Ohio, and for two, I just didn't want nobody to feel a type of way because I didn't come on the trip. But I knew deep down inside that I should have just stayed home and like saved my money or spent my money elsewhere, like on a bill or something, because I know like a lot of the trips that I did go on, especially in the beginning of the year, I financially just could not do it. So this year, going into my trip, because I'm still going to take trips, but I'm just going to be a lot more smarter. I'm going to start telling people no. If I can't do it, then I'm not going to do it. And I kind of started doing that towards the end of last year. And so, yeah, so number one, if I can't do it, I won't do it. I'm going to start definitely saying no. Number two, if it's not a trip that is for at least 3 to 4 months ahead of time, then I'm not going. Like, I want to be able to plan my trips months ahead, not weeks ahead, not a month ahead, not 2 weeks ahead. I want to be able to plan it months ahead of time. And sometimes 2 months is not even enough time to plan a trip. If it just depends on where you're going. And also this year, I want to take trips that's more dedicated towards me and more focused on me. Like, I definitely want to take I want to do a birthday trip this year. I did do one a couple years back. Me and my aunt did when we went to Miami. That was a time. Like, that probably was like that trip right there was in my top three as well. But and I definitely, most definitely want to do a solo trip this year. So I plan on doing more trips, but it just has to make sense to me. As far as my health and fitness, y'all, I am really trying. Like, this has been a struggle of a lifetime. I have never, ever, ever had a hard time losing weight. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm in my 40s. I don't know if it's after the surgery, why I'm just not dropping the pounds, but I'm just not. But going into 2025, I'm definitely going to buckle down. I'm going to buckle down and I'm going to get more disciplined. And one of the things that I am doing right now, currently, I'm doing a dry January like everybody else is doing. I'm doing a dry January where I'm not drinking anything. I'm not drinking no liquor. Now, I can say that I did slip up and I had a margarita. See, margaritas are my weakness. Tequila is my weakness. I did slip up and I had a margarita. When did I have one? It was on the 3rd. But after that, I ain't having no more for the month of January, okay? At least for 30 days, I'm not going to have a drink. So I'm doing the dry January, and I'm just going to see what my body does after I go 30 days without alcohol. So I think I'm going to start drinking in replace of the alcohol. I think I'm going to start drinking more euphoric drinks, more drinks that are non-alcoholic, but it has like the adaptogens in it. So I'm going to try that. I did try it a couple months back, and it did do something to me. It didn't make me feel drunk, but it did make me feel good. So I'll just try that in replace of alcohol. That is just a start. And then as far as my diet and my fitness, well, first of all, eating healthy is not a diet. It is a lifestyle change. So I'm just going to just crack down on it and practice discipline. I'm trying, y'all. As far as like the future in my YouTube channel, y'all, I have made the decision to keep going with YouTube. I am going to make a couple of changes in my channel. I feel like I need to build that trust back up with y'all again. And I'm just going to take a different strategy. I'm going to start uploading more. I know I say this all the time, but I'm definitely going to start uploading more. Actually, the video that I'm making today, I was trying so many times to make this video yesterday, but it just didn't feel right. It wasn't nothing going to stop me from making this video today. I don't care what was going on. Nothing was going to stop me from making this video, and nothing is going to stop me from making videos in the near future. So I just hope to just grow. I hope I gain y'all's trust back again, and just being an overall content creator. Once I became monetized and once I started getting my traction, I shouldn't have never stopped because y'all was really on it. So now I feel like I lost the trust with y'all. So now I just got to build it back up again. And times have changed. Like the algorithm has definitely changed. The trends have definitely changed from 2020 up until 2025. So I just got to tweak it. I got to change my strategy, but I'm always going to be here for y'all. I'm always going to try to give y'all top quality content because I love y'all so much. Let me tell you, the end of 2024 kicked my ass. I don't think I ever cried that much in December as much as I cried in the whole entire year. And I was going through situational depression all of December. And I can't say that I'm going through situational depression right now. I'm like slowly getting myself out of it. I feel like if I just remain on the path that I am right now, then I will be okay. I'll be able to get myself up out of it. Oh, I hope in 2025 is nothing but positivity. Actually, 2025 is going to be nothing but positivity. As long as I make God the head of my life and just remain positive, then I know for a fact that everything is going to get better. All right, y'all. So that is my 2024 wrap up video. I hope this was not all over the place. I love y'all so much. I really hope for nothing but positivity, prosperity, everything good coming to y'all. I'm just going to throw that out at y'all right now. And I just hope that God just keeps you, God keeps me, and we just have the best 2025 ever. So, with all that being said, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video.